Well, here we go. The opening debut of life. It's not just my life. And hi, by the way, I'm Vicky. But life in general and the lives that have touched my life and the lives that I've touched. This is one focus on life. This is the survival of life. And this is what I chose to focus on for my first video on my new YouTube channel. Which is basically to share with people, not because I know so much, but more so to share what I do know and for others to share what they know with me so that we can learn from each other, hopefully. It's going to be the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the happy, hopefully. Life. And the survival of life. Because these are the things sitting next to my bed in my own bedroom are survival things. And right outside my window is life. Trees. The symbol of life itself. The tree of life. They provide the very oxygen that we breathe. So hopefully we can learn together. And it's going to be probably a little more realistic than you want it to be. I'm not one of those people that will spend hours of time cutting stuff and changing things. So it's going to be live in action and some things you may not want to see. But hey. You can close your eyes or turn it off or look away. So here we have the little lamp, and we have a protection whistle that I just dropped. I got it. Luckily it didn't go all the way to the floor because that would have been painful for me. I have a spine injury, which is not good. Yeah, so that's my little protection whistle, or otherwise known as a rape whistle. I think one of my girlfriends or somebody gave that to me. Somebody did it a while back. Works pretty good. Did I blow your eardrums out? I should have probably told you to protect your ears first. But yeah, I didn't do it that hard. That was just a light. Ooh, some bug hairs was in there. Might want to wash that. It's been sitting there for a while. And my little a knife for protection in case I need to slice somebody's hoo-hoo off. It's just like, it's don't mess with Vicky. That's all I got to say. And this is just here for fun. It's the little glow paint stuff. I just like to see it. So it sits in the windowsill during the day and collects all the sunlight. It's a glow in the dark powdery stuff that you can use. Put it into your paintings and things. I have a bunch of them. They're out on my kitchen table. Bunch of different colors. But I like it. You know, it would be kind of cool actually to put this stuff in an hourglass, I think. You can watch it glow in the dark at night and go down through the hourglass. That would be kind of cool, huh? I think of things like that all the time. I gotta write stuff down because I'll forget them just as quickly as I think of them. I will forget my little ideas. But I think that would be cool, like in different colors even. Oh, okay. So this is one of my views from my bedroom window. It was sprinkling out earlier. I was gonna videotape it because it just looks so pretty watching the little raindrops falling in my little pond. This is my yard, part of it, the side yard. The entranceway there to the yard. I need some helpers to get some yard work done. But yeah, that's my little crystals I like. These are from an old chandelier. I live in Texas, and these are from an old chandelier back in New York State, upstate New York. I never lived in New York City, blah, blah, blah. Every time you say New York, people think New York City. It's a whole state, people. I've never even been to New York City. I'm a country girl. Upstate New York. Farm girl. Yeah. That moved to Texas because my daughter asked me to. And she needed help with the grandbabies and such, so... Stopped, dropped, and rolled from my little girl. Yep. So anyways, and that's a whole nother story. Those are my little crystals. I like to make like a little sun catcher out of them. And every once in a while I grab them and I say my prayers. Send out into the universe kind of thing. In case anybody's ever listening. Jehovah God, Jesus Christ, Holy Spirit, please get my daughter to stop being a pain in the butt. My son too, for that matter. And bring them and my grandbabies back to me soon. Because I love them and miss them. And I know they know it. So. Anyhow, I woke up. Today, I've been sick. I actually went to the grocery store and I think I caught something, or it was just the stress of my vehicle not working or something. Not working properly. I had to have the battery jumped before I even left the driveway to be able to go to the store. And of course, it was extremely hot and muggy, very, very, very muggy day here in Texas. Just 2 days ago. Last night, of course, I was freezing. So this weather here in Texas is like, it's worse than New York. I thought it was crazy in New York. But yeah, no, there's a major glitch in the matrix here in Texas. Oh, Lord, have mercy. As I told my children, like, all through their years of growing up, there's a element of truth to every joke. So, but anyways, yeah, so I didn't feel good, so I spent most of my day in bed yesterday, and half of the day in bed today. I finally woke up and got my phone off the charger. It said 12:12. I don't know if you are into numbers and signs and things like that, but yeah, you can look it up. Look up 12:12 and see what it says for what 12:12 means to God. As you know, there's 12 disciples, you know. I'm a King James version kind of girl. And that won't be dubbed out because you know what? I don't care, and I just don't have the time. Look at the pretty birdie that just landed. He's like I wonder if he's a finch because he's kind of greeny. I love birds, by the way. And I'm a horticulturist. I got my degree after trying to get my life and my brain back together. After 20 years of a hell marriage, which we'll get into another time. And after losing pretty much everything, absolutely everything, like he said, he was gonna do, I was homeless. So I got my self back together by going back to school, basically. And I was going back for engineering at first because I wanted to design some alternative energy things. Let's see, this was back in 2011-ish. And after going through so much stuff with the divorce and being without power and being treated so badly by RG&E, the electric company, and gas and stuff. No heat, no electricity in the middle of winter in New York State is not a good thing. I can attest to that. It's not good to freeze to death in your own house and take extremely cold showers. And the only reason I even still had water is because I lived on a farm and I had a water well. But anyways, that's a story for another time. It was pretty bad, let me tell you. So anyways, that led me to wanting to stuff it up their rear ends and design something that would be transportable, as in solar power and such. And they were just starting to come out with all that kind of stuff, and it was still like super expensive for a homeowner to get solar power or wind power with little windmills and stuff. So I wanted to design something that was affordable for people and transportable so that you could have your own little system and bring it with you when you moved, if you chose. And that was my idea, so that no matter where I would go, I would be able to have energy for lights and heat. Hot water. Oh my god. Oh, when you're already freezing, it is like the worst thing in the world to have to take a freaking cold shower. It is god awful, let me tell you. And the shiver. Oh my god, I was shivering so bad. Oh, little birdie is just... Oh, there we go. He must have heard me. I was sitting there for quite some time, just checking it out. I get a lot of critters to my yard. My yard, when I first moved here, was just a bunch of old crappy fencing, rusted out metal fencing, like they used old like cattle fencing or something. And it was rusted and dangerous, and there was nothing but weeds and garbage in the yard. Granted, I need to pick up some stuff, but those are flower pots. And that's for, that pile over there is for a future project. But yeah, it does need to get cleaned up again. But it's not like when I moved here. I might have some pictures and old videos that I can show, but I'm not that good at like the whole getting stuff together. I need like a helper or something that knows how to do all this video editing crap stuff. So I'm really just not that into it. I do have a laptop, I just don't use it. So anyway, yeah, it was just full of garbage because they used to burn garbage here and burn barrels, and then they just like dumped it in the yard. Yeah. I know there's some people in New York State that do that stuff too, but it's not like, it's few and far between in New York. You don't see as many people that do that kind of stuff. But here in Texas, it's like, yeah. It seems to be a little bit too much. And they need to start cleaning up their act, literally. But, yeah, anyhow. So, this is the side view. And I need to get moving here because I want my coffee. And then this, if we turn it around, oof, my back hurts. I need to do some stretches. This is the front view. The old pickup truck. She's a 1996. That's the one that wasn't wanting to work. Oh my God, what a stressful day that was. What normally takes like a half hour to drive to Hillsboro, Texas. I live in Frost, Texas, and no, I'm not scared. So if some idiot shows up at my house, yeah, you better make sure to contact me first, just an FYI. It's not a good idea to just show up without an invitation. So anyhow, I just wanted to put that out there. Yeah. I'll talk about some of my health issues later, but the main one you need to worry about if you decide to try to show up at my house is that I have CPTSD. Complex PTSD. So, nobody shows up to my house without talking to me about it first and getting permission. Just an FYI. Heightened fight or flight, and let me tell you, yeah, that fight stuff can come out real quick. So anyhow, I have sunflowers and roses. I had my whole yard I planted with sunflowers one year. Wow, this was a while back. This was even before the Ukraine thing, and then during the Ukraine thing, I just let the sunflowers like take over the yard in support of them. So, but they've been self-seeding ever since. I haven't planted anymore. But I do have them growing up throughout my yard, like all over the place. You can see them. There's a whole bunch there in the raised bed where they're not supposed to be. There's some right there in that pot. There's some there by the pond. There's more in the backyard. There's some even in the little ditch right there. They're all over the yard. Let's see if I'll get up here in a second. I feel like I'm 80 years old sometimes. I make those noises when I try to get up now. And there's some more over there. That's my grandson's pickup truck. I can see some more of the front yard. But I did all these roses and everything. There was like no flowers whatsoever. There's another sunflower. Squirrel. But there were no flowers in this yard. There was only like not even grass. It was just weeds. It was weeds and garbage and glass and broken whatever you could think of. It was in this yard, but it was never like anything useful or pretty. That's my poor little Christmas tree. See that dead brown Christmas tree? Yeah. It didn't survive. Poor baby. That's the third one that's been planted there. And for some reason, there's something about that spot. It's not good for Christmas trees. Yep. So, but I had designed that so that I could do a fountain there. So, anyways, I figured I was going to start this thing and begin with the beginning. This is my bed. And I live here all by myself. I did live here in the beginning with my daughter and my grandbabies. I'm trying to adjust to make sure I'm presentable because I'm going to show you what I look like in the morning without any makeup or my hair done. Well, it's actually afternoon, but I didn't wake up until later, so yes, I have clothes on. It's just a leg. People, get over it. See? Foot, leg. I have shorts on and a t-shirt, so if you're squeamish of women without makeup, hold on to your pantaloons. I'm trying to figure out my camera right now. I don't know why it's not. I don't see the option to turn it around. Is this? Oh no. What the heck is that? What's it? Where's the turning around thingy? Why isn't it on here? This is ridiculous. Ugh, see? This is another reason why I don't do editing, because I don't understand this stuff. And you'd be surprised. I used to do network technician stuff, but it wasn't working with all this stupid stuff. For a smartphone, it usually has the little thingy right here.